Snoop.
Hey, Modi.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I did some things I want to show you.
Oh, things have been done, huh?
Yes. Things have been done. So what I did is I made another ultimate energy cube. This thing can hold 51 million RF.
Ooh.
And then I hooked up HV because each one of these things pumps out power. And we only had the top two hooked up. So the power this thing's generating was just sitting in these other four. I had forgot about that. But unlike like this one here has 3 plugs. I think it's all just one power out. They just give you the option to run it 3 places. But on this guy, each one of these is holding over 1 million. That's not a combined million. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I watched Bentley do it or something like that. And then I noticed that, and we'll go show everybody this. I noticed that you had put the HV connector through the floor, but we were just out of power. So I did that, and then also up here, what I did is I sat on here for quite a while, and just took corn, converted it into seeds. I put some chests on here. As you can see, there's corn in that one, and there's seeds in this one. And now this guy, this is full. This is full because this was empty.
Because the diesel generator was on.
Yeah, which is fine. But now we are full up on diesel, and here on here, I have it shut off, but it's full up over here. But you can see now that we have all 6 of these hooked up, this guy right here is keeping up.
Just topped off.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to go down to the ground real quick if you want to teleport to me. All right, so what Snoop did, for everybody can see, he made balloons, and then this is how you run far power lines with this mod. So he made balloons and added HV cables all the way. Right there is a room that has all the power. Now, you ran it over here. I actually shut this off, and the only reason I did was I was trying to build up the power, plus this gold chest was full of copper and gold. Like, completely full. And I actually emptied it, and then it filled about halfway back up. So we have so much unprocessed gold. The copper's going through right now. And then what I did is I actually shut my machine off over here for a while to let this cube build up. And this one's holding up as well. But this should be back on. It is. So you can see that is full.
Wow, that's a lot of materials.
That is full. And then also look inside the machine itself. The internal buffer is full. And it still has 11,429 blocks left to mine.
Well, let's start piping. Hold on a second.
What the deuce?
Oh, I'm out of power.
So,
there we go. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just have 13 bones from that.
Really? Is that because of your sword you're looting or something?
The automaton sword, it's 65 damage, has 2,500 hit points, and looting 30.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. All right, there we go. So
go to the end with this.
So yeah, this seems to be getting kind of a little bit of everything. Tons of iron, tons of gold, all of that stuff. I'll grab some redstone. I did not realize this was this full, or I would have done it before we started recording. So
yeah, no problem.
All right.
I just wonder how much how much material we can. How are we gonna get this all out there? That's a question.
I don't know.
Well, let me think. I wonder, do we have?
I mean, it's automaton.
Tesseract.
We could work on. I mean, we could do the whatchamacallit chests, the ender chests.
Ender chests. Yeah.
And then maybe have a. We don't have Ender IO in this pack, do we? No.
No. So we don't Tesseracts, but.
Well, I was thinking filters on.
Oh, like conduits?
Conduits, yeah. Now, we could always put up an ender chest, pump it straight into the system, and then use extractors, or whatever they're called, exporters, to export out of the system into, say, the Pulvis, or even the crusher. That way things like redstone and that kind of stuff would just go into the system, but then we can pull out
next an
gold.
exporter out to this chest here with all ore.
Yeah, and then another importer. You can see
importer to pull back in.
I think this ran out of power. You can see how much copper. Look in this chest. Look in here. That is all copper from your machine.
And I've already emptied, like, this chest was half full with copper when I got here. I emptied that out.
Is it? Okay, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, we have 8,374 copper.
Jesus. Okay.
All right,
let me get some.
God, I'm probably gonna need a better furnace setup. Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mind you, we have the arc furnace, and I think that
true.
Doesn't that
but
double?
I don't. You have to crush it first.
Do you? You sure?
Yeah. So if I look at ore.
All right, I'm gonna grab some.
Oh no, I guess I can just toss directly in.
I want to throw one in. I want to see if it doubles. Because if so,
an ore will give iron ingot and slag. Give 2 of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna put in 1 gold, and it's going. I don't have anything in here. I don't.
Luna, you need to get off my desk.
Yeah, you're right. So it doesn't. Well, no, it doubled it.
It doubles it, but it also puts out slag.
Okay.
So we'll have to pipe out slag.
Yeah, if you just put a chest back here, it'll pipe into there. Get another diamond chest. All right,
yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw this stack of gold in here and let that do its thing.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
gonna go ahead and I need to get a couple of
between
things.
the 2 machines, resources-wise, we're gonna be good.
Oh yeah, especially when we get to the point of moving things around.
Yeah. All right, we're good
I'm
there.
just gonna code this there.
Black.
Because this is white, white, white. And I'll get this.
Now, I had a question. I could not figure this out.
Okay.
This at white ender chest here. Where is the stuff from the Woot farm? Where is this going?
Importing into the system.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, there's a white, white, white chest right behind the system.
Oh, why did I not look there?
And it's being imported. And also I put it down next to the slag port, so it's pulling slag from that thing. So we can get that going. And then I guess what we need
now,
is...
do you have something that is the Woot farm still on?
I think so.
Okay. The only reason I ask is that I know this thing was kicking out so much glowstone armor.
We had to dump some of it.
And I'm not seeing where any of it's at. So.
Well, I also changed it from skeleton to rabbit.
Oh, okay. All right.
I wanted rabbit hide because I need leather.
I did not know that. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's look.
Oh God.
Bye, Snoop. I miss you.
I broke a hole in accident.
I see that. I miss you. Oh,
back.
Hi. All right, so let's look at hide then. Oh yeah, we got 304 rabbit hide.
Yeah, so let's do this. And I've already condensed that into hide, so I already have 361 leather.
Nice. Okay, I did not really.
So let's do this real fast. I want to make sure that I have it. A couple pistons. And this formation core. We're also going to need an importer. Import bus. Yeah, I don't want to use the slime in a bucket. That's just cruel.
Yeah, and unusual.
Definitely punishment.
Yeah. What am I missing?
All right, table. So it occurred to me at kind of, I guess, at the end of the last episode that we asked the question of what's the dumbest way you got injured, and it didn't occur to me until we finished recording that I actually had a better dumb way I got injured story.
Okay.
And it explains the scar that I have on my forehead right above my right eyebrow.
Okay. Well, while you tell this story, I'm going to go kill creepers.
You go for that. It's a little, I guess it's a little hard to see sometimes unless I raise my brows.
Yeah, I'm not the best person at noticing things, and I didn't notice it.
Plus, it's also been a while, so it's kind of right along the crease. So it's okay though. So I had in high school, we did I went up to my grandparents' place in Oregon. It was for a vacation, a Thanksgiving vacation. And the big plan was that we're going to go up there, we're going to spend time with the family, we're going to see my grandma, grandpa, and spend Thanksgiving with them. And it's all good and lots of fun. And so my dad and little sister and I went up there first, and then my mom and older sister were going to fly out later on. Because they had
you guys drove, right?
And we drove. Yeah. So, but they weren't able to go until later, so they decided to fly. Which is
that's a pretty solid drive.
Yeah, it's 12 hours.
Yeah, because you live in very Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had to drive all the way up California, all the way over to to Oregon. And so what we got there, we started talking, hanging out with the grandparents and having a lot of fun time. It was all well and good, and a lot of fun. And then I'm standing on the balcony of the house. They have this huge A-frame that's on the side of a mountain, covered in trees like Douglas fir and pine and all this coniferous forest. And they have their land is like 50 acres. They own a mountainside basically, and have a nice pine open A-frame house looking over the valley. Beautiful, beautiful place. And so I'm standing there, I'm looking down, and I'm looking at the pond that my grandpa keeps stocked with some, little fish in. And he comes out with my dad, and he looks at me and he says, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing okay." He's like, "Oh, yeah, so, you wanna see the cannon?" Because I guess he wanted to connect a little bit. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So he goes into the house, and comes back out about a minute later, holding this...
Please tell me it's a full-size... cannon.
I wish it was a naval cannon. I really wish it was a naval cannon, but no, it's not. It is a rifle, a sleeve, like a rifle bag.
Okay.
Big camouflage rifle bag. He comes out and he sets it down on the edge of the balcony, and he opens it up and he pulls it out for me and shows me this. It's a big bolt action rifle, big sturdy looking bolt action rifle. And he's like, "This is the cannon. I use this to scare off bears. Because every so often a bear will wander."
He doesn't even shoot it. He just shows it at him. So it's like that.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So he shows me. I'm like, "Oh, this is really cool." And I asked, "Hey, can I hold it?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he hands it to me.
Now, real quick.
Yeah.
Was the voice of reason, aka your mom, there yet?
No.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
It was me and my dad.
Okay, so no on the voice of reason when it comes to giving the high school student a gun referred to as the cannon. All right, good, got it. Go on.
Right. So he gives me the cannon, and I'm super jazzed. I'm looking it all over, and he's kind of got this twinkle in his eye, and then he looks at me and he says, "Hey, do you want to shoot the cannon?" I'm like, "You want to let me shoot the cannon?" I'm like, because I'm 14, 15 years old. I've been in Boy Scouts. I'm still in it at that point in time, I believe. I got my riflery merit badge. I know how to handle a gun. And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure. You can shoot the cannon. It'd be great." So I'm like, "Okay, yeah, okay, sure, I'll do that." So he goes back into the house, and he comes out, and he's holding. He has a big old box. And he sets it down, and it's a box of rounds, of rifle rounds. I pull one out, and I look it over, and on the next to the firing pin, on the contact, it says .357 Magnum. Nice. And this thing is a 2.5-inch long rifle bullet. So full brass jacket with the copper tip and everything. It's imposing, and I'm like, "Ooh." He's like, "Yeah, that's what we use. Go ahead. Hey, you see that little orange thing down there by the pond?
Go ahead."
Yeah, knock yourself out, basically. You see that orange thing down by the pond? I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, see if you can scope it out, because it's got a long range scope on it, and see if you can hit that. Okay, so I lift it up and I put the butt of the stock to my shoulder. I'm looking down there. I'm getting ready to go, and I see the little orange dot, which in the scope is a Home Depot bucket. One of those
I thought you were
big.
gonna say it was Home Depot. I'm like, okay, don't shoot a Home Depot.
It was basically Home Depot. No,
Okay.
it was a Home Depot bucket. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good because I can totally see this,
Ooh.
and this scope is awesome. So he says, just take your time and make sure that you have the thing fully seated, and he gives me the whole quick little rundown of safety. And I'm like, yeah, okay, Grandpa, sure. And
For anybody who doesn't know what
I
fully
seated.
seated means, it means it's solid up against the side of your shoulder, like above your armpit.
Fully braced.
Yeah. By the
Because-
way, real quick, looks like environmental tech quest line opened. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Awesome.
But I'm going to start working on that. So, all right, go ahead.
Sweet. So I get the thing fully seated against my shoulder, and I'm looking down the scope, and I'm ready to go. And I say, okay, I want to fire, because I know I have to announce it before I do it. And I squeeze the trigger. And the next thing I know, I felt a solid whump in my chest, right at the shoulder joint, and I kind of stumbled back, and my ears were ringing a little bit, and I felt warm, like a kind of numb warmth on my forehead. And I take the gun, I lower it, and I set it down gently on the balcony. I turn to my grandpa, my dad, and I say, "Did I get it?" And my grandpa turns white, and my dad goes, "Oh crap!" And well, he didn't say crap.
But yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yes. Fudge.
Well, he
I'm
didn't
with
say
you.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my dad runs up as I lean my head forward, and it's just this waterfall of red shoots from my forehead onto the wood paneling of the balcony. And then I feel my dad's hand hit up against my forehead, and he tilts my head far back. Apparently, I didn't seat the thing well enough.
Okay.
I had to go to the hospital. They had to call back the doctor who was on his way out to Thanksgiving vacation so that he could come in and stitch me up. I got 18 stitches in my forehead. My dad took pictures of when it was like super. It was. I'm not joking. It was like they had to stab so much into my forehead to make it actually open up so you can do stitching. My dad took a picture of it, and so it turned it like into a zombie. Like he did like some cheap photoshopping to it. Is kind of annoying. Yeah, did all that, and then that was basically
how many
end
stitches
of that.
was it again? 18. You said?
It was 18 stitches, so it's a respectable amount.
Nice.
Now, I had a great time the remainder of the trip. What ended up happened when I fired the gun, I didn't have the stock fully seated enough. It slipped down into the armpit of my arm, my arm, right underneath the shoulder. And it slipped back, and the scope, which I had about an inch away from my eye, struck my glasses and bounced up and impacted the bone of my forehead, right at the eyebrow.
Okay.
So my glasses saved me from losing an eye.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'll admit there's a very small, and I mean this in the most loving way possible, small part of me that kind of wish that my best friend wore an eye patch. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
You kind of wish that your best friend was a pirate.
A little. I'm not saying a pirate. I'm not trying to put that on you. I'm just saying. I kind of wish you had pirate tendencies. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's fine. I know what you mean.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
I mean, just imagine the options. You could have done a whole series called, Pirates of the San Diego. That'd be fun.
Oh, jeez.
I think, isn't Padres Spanish for pirates? That's a San Diego thing.
No, Padre is Spanish for father.
Okay,
Specifically a missionary. Come on, man.
Come on, but just let me have this one. This is what I need. All right, let's hope that I don't lag out the server too bad because I've got 112 black concrete stacked up, and I'm just mining the bottom of them.
Fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had. It was a fun time, and when I got home after the vacation was over, first off, my mom gave me an earful.
I'm sure.
And my grandma gave my grandpa an earful.
And I'm sure your mom talked to your dad too. That's why.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of anger going on.
Yes, a lot of female to male, explanations.
Oh yeah, yeah. The explanation is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
It was it was quite a fun time in my household, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple weeks after I got home, I got a package in the mail from my grandpa.
Okay.
And I opened it up, and in it was a heartfelt letter, apologizing and saying I feel so bad about this, and I really should have paid more attention, and I really should have been he should have made it more safe, and so on and so forth. The whole 9 yards. I felt kind of bad because like my grandpa was really taking it hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily anybody's fault. I mean,
I should have paid more attention. My dad should have paid more attention. We all should pay more attention. It just happened, and it's an accident, and accidents happen.
Yeah.
So I didn't like, oh yeah, whatever, Gramps.
And I think it's one of those like, I think probably your mom and your grandma were more not concerned about what happened, but the whole what could have happened type thing.
Yeah, precisely.
So in essence, he's having to apologize for something that didn't actually happen, but just that could have type thing. So
yeah. So I got this package. I'm reading the letter, and then in it I find some boxes. And I'm like, what's all this? There's just a little boxes. Mm-hmm. And I open up one of the boxes, and in it is a bullet shell, the rifle bullet shell.
I'm a moron. All right, go on.
I'm sorry.
No, what I needed was black concrete powder for the recipe, and I just made all the black concrete powder into concrete. And now we don't have any more ink sacs, so I literally am going to leave the ship so that I can go fight squid.
Hey, take my sword with you if you want, or you should actually have one too.
What is it? Yeah, I didn't see one.
Automaton? It's a quest reward.
Look in the system.
Or maybe it's a quest reward. Maybe it's not. Maybe it was a, hold on. I guess it wasn't. Here, you can borrow mine.
Okay, yeah. Where you at?
I think it was a reward chest.
Oh, loot chest.
Yeah,
there's a bunch in here. I could just start opening them and see if I get one. But all right, well, we'll do this so I can hopefully get more.
So, and it was a bullet casing. There was the shell itself. Also, a crumpled up twist piece of copper that had dirt in it. That I determined was the actual bullet itself that got embedded into the ground.
Okay.
And then the other box was a picture of a basically half of a Elmer's bucket from Home Depot, and a shard of orange plastic. And all I know is that I may have gotten a scar on my forehead, but damn it, I destroyed that bucket.
All right, this sword is ridiculous. Sorry.
It's pretty nice, right?
I killed 3 squid and got a stack +8.
Looting 30, man. Telling you.
That's insane. All right, well, that's the story of how Snoop was almost a pirate. So
I almost became a pirate.
Yep. Nice. All right, well, you know what? We're already over.
I know. I'm sorry that story took so long. But
oh, no.
I had to get that out.
You're good. I will admit this. Snoop had actually told me that. Snoop and I stayed in the call after recording last week for what, half hour, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
And he told me that story, and it was just. I just see your shirt behind you. It was just as good for me then as it was now. So
that was great.
Good time.
So yeah, now if you're watching me in streams, you can look, pay really close attention to my eyebrow.
Yeah, where he shot himself in the face
right
with a
eyebrow,
cannon.
the one above my right eye, where I shot the cannon and got battle scars for it.
Battle scars, exactly. It was his nom.
That was my nom.
That was your nom. Anyways, well, think about it. You know, you shot a gun, you got hurt, and there was a lot of protest about the situation. It was your nom. Oh, yeah. Anyways, all right, guys, we're going to wrap things up there. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Go check out our Patreon. When does this come out? This comes out tomorrow is the 1st for you guys. Tomorrow is the 1st of March, and it is the best time to become a Patreon.
Totes!
And we are going to have, obviously, the 3 Minecraft servers for you guys. We will be resetting the vanilla server and the squad pack server, so this is a great time to join because you're kind of on an even footing with everybody. You'll be getting in right around them. They may get in at like a day or two early if they're already a Patreon, but yep. Yeah, everybody won't be 1,000 times past you. And then we should pretty early on, maybe not on the 1st, but pretty close to it.
Pretty soon after.
Be launching our ARC server and our 7 Days to Die server, and you guys are going to want to get into that ASAP.
Fun and a bond.
And then also get into our Discord where we have a lot of fun. Not only being able to chit chat with us and the other squad members, but also we had a lot of people who become like really good friends and hang out and play, and it's a really fun community where you can get to know people, very welcoming, very open-minded. So if you're somebody who, we have a lot of people who don't generally deal well with groups or being a new person, and everybody's very accommodating. So go check that out. It's a really fun, safe place to come and hang out. Plus it supports what helps support what we do and keeps these videos and the streams coming. So go check that out. And if you guys want to get your very own server, just like the one we're using here and the one we're going to be using for all 5 of our Patreon packs and all the multiplayer packs and everything else we do, they're all through Host Havoc. Those guys have been super uber amazing to us. They really know how to take care of people, and we know that they're going to take care of you. So if they weren't doing what they needed to do, we would not be talking to you guys about them. So go check them out. Make sure you use the link down below, even if you want to just go see what they're about, what they offer, all that stuff. Just use the link. That way, if you end up getting something, you've already got it loaded. It helps show that you guys are coming from one of our videos, and that helps out tremendously. So, all right, guys. Well, until the next episode, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.
Bye.